back to Business by Tarot. This reading is for Scorpio. I do business readings, so I'm your Femme CEO. So thank you for joining me if this is your first time here. These are generic readings, so I ask people to take what resonates with them and disregard the rest. And also, if you know your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign, you can watch those readings. If you know your business's birthday, that's its sun sign, or if you know the date you're going to launch your business. This is a business tarot deck, so welcome if this is your first time here, and welcome back if you've joined me before. I'll describe the cards as I go forward. You may not be familiar with this deck. Part of the overall reading is data 8. Data is the analysis of what's already happening in your company, looking at anything that you can measure statistically on growth, customers, competitors, things like that, market share. If you're launching a new business, it's all this research you're doing on how much competition you have, how many clients you think or customers you think you can gain. You have the data manager card. Money 6, money is financials. Board of directors. You have the data VP card. Money director. Brand 6, branding is the personality of your company, marketing, advertising. Brand 9. Data 6. And money 8. Looks like the overall reading is primarily doing a lot of analysis on what has happened in the past or what you think will happen in the future, statistical analysis, and some financials. So data 8, this is, you still feel a little trapped. You feel like you don't have all the information, and it's a warning not to feel helpless because you can gather the data that you need. You can see it, it's all behind them. They just turned around and they didn't. There it is. So you can discard what didn't work, and now you're looking forward to the future. Data VP is also in the center of this 9-card spread, which touches all the cards. And the VP is like the king in court cards. And the data VP is very intuitive, he's focused on short-term goals. You're looking at short-term goals, what can you gain quickly? And you're looking at very much metrics. So if this is you're paying attention to a lot of detail. And in the past with money 6, you've achieved some success, and you have, you're starting to give back to the community. You could also be giving back to yourself. So this is an opportunity to give back to yourself. And money director, the money director is like the queen, that level in a court card, in a traditional tarot. And he's well planned, so very self-confident. So between the data VP and the money card, because they sit next to each other in this row, you feel you're well planned, and Scorpio, that you know what steps you need to take. And data 6 tells me you're keeping your cards close to your vest. You're keeping a low profile. You're keeping all your options open. It tells me that in the recent past, you haven't made any real decisions yet. And now data manager is like the knight, some action card, some event, some activity. This is, ready to go, absolutely ready to go. And the data VP is saying, okay, we got to look at all the metrics first and make sure we have a solid plan in place, because your goal is brand 9 here, to celebrate success and happiness, to achieve success, and celebrating all the success in your business. And in the future, you have number 5, board of directors. You could have a board of directors in your business, but if you don't have a formal board of directors, you're looking for advice from people who have the experience before you. And in marketing and advertising, you may be bringing in help from a mentor, seeking new solutions in branding and advertising, help from someone that you've worked with in the past. It's also a warning not to be stuck in the past, but to take a look at the future, but just get the help that you need going forward. And money 8 in this row too. This is This is, to me, this is a success card in that you're very much detailed, you're creative, you work hard, you're the most creative person in this deck. You are financially successful from that standpoint. So you do have a reputation for yourself, Scorpio. I'm going to use some traditional tarot cards now. So if this reading resonates with you, please click the like button and subscribe. I'm so grateful to all these people who have helped me build this channel. Thank you. All right, so universe, how can we clarify this for Scorpio? It's like you have a really solid head on your shoulders. I don't know how else to describe that, like very much in tune with what's happening. And the Seven of Cups is part of this overall reading, which is you have a lot of options. Too many choices, but don't spread yourself thin. A lot of multiples and opportunities coming, but you have to stay focused on your business. And I think you will because of the Money Director cards and the Data VP card. They're very focused people, very focused. The Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Swords, the High Priestess, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, yeah, and the Four of Pentacles. You have some options. And you may have too many options, which might be confusing you. But the Data VP looking at the metrics, staying focused on short-term goals. You have the Two of Swords as part of the overall reading. And this is some kind of indecisiveness, some kind of mental crossroad. But it also could be an opportunity for you to speak up. You have to just really sometimes speak your mind. You have to, if you're working with somebody or a group of people or a board, you may have to speak up on what you think your choices and your options are, or what your thoughts are. Because in the past with this Money Six, you had some great celebration. The Nine of Cups is a happy, successful time. You know, it's a positive card which celebrates success, your wish coming true. And the Money Director, again, focused on details with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands was long distance, quick, swift news, large audiences, moving forward. You had a feeling of, definitely had a feeling of not being stuck. And the Page of Swords with this Data Six, the Page of Swords, you're keeping your cards close to your vest, but it's because you're a little annoyed because it's taking longer than what you hoped for. But it's also a very highly analytical and intelligent card. So you're really analyzing the analytics, Scorpio, and what you need to do. And the Data Manager, you know, ready to jump all in and ready to go. You have the High Priestess card, which is the most intuitive card in this deck. So your divine force, your divine presence that speaks to you, somehow your intuition, what comes to you, you know, you have to pay attention to, because there's some kind of restriction in communication here with this blindfoldedness and the brand nine, you know, celebrating successes with the Nine of Swords. So that's double nine energy. But the Nine of Swords, you feel nightmares. You still feel fear. It's fear getting in the way of you being able to manifest your dreams. It's a stress card. So you might be afraid to celebrate success or afraid of success because you might lose. And there are people, Scorpio, who are absolutely afraid of success. And you have to learn how to mentally overcome that. You have that almost 3 times now with the Data 8 card. Fear is setting in, mental fear is setting in. And the board of directors helping you, giving you advice moving forward. You have an opportunity here to gain ground with the Three of Wands. It's growth and expansion. You're on your way. It's an initial win. It's positive. It's a positive card moving forward. And brand 6, I mean, another celebratory card with people from the past, the Two of Wands. This is a duality card. It's a fork at the road. It's you have to do the research and the planning to select what option are you going to plan for your business. I mean, the third option is taking the road in between or taking both roads. If you can financially afford to do that, because the money 8, you know, you're very creative, very hardworking. You also have the 4 of Pentacles, which is you're holding on to your money. It's a sense of scarcity. It's also saying you've worked very hard and you're stable in what it is that your achievements are, Scorpio. I'm going to clarify this some more and see if we can get into a deeper message. If this reading resonates with you, please, I thank you. I thank all of you who are sharing this with your entrepreneurial friends. I'm so grateful. And the comments, please leave me the comments. I know no one has time to leave comments, but yes or no, yeah, it worked, no, it doesn't work, whatever, so I can connect with you to give you better readings in the future. So thank you, Scorpio. I'm going to just pull a few more cards there, see what we have. The Fool card. So this is telling me that you're absolutely ready to do something new. This is some new beginning. This is you are ready to launch something new. You're ready to take the leap of faith. And this card only comes when you're ready. So you are absolutely ready for this change. And you're still, it's a mental indecisiveness. The 9 of Wands. This is a message saying that you're a very successful entrepreneur and you're almost at the finish line. So it's a time to move forward. You're going to have some delays or annoyances, but it's a message saying don't give up. And the 5 of Pentacles. So again, the sense of scarcity is coming back. You're leaving yourself out in the cold. You have to overcome that fear. It's cutting through the fear. And the 1 of Pentacles, this is a new beginning. This is new material coming in, new money coming in. It's a new realm. It's like day-to-day new financial beginnings. I'm going to take 2 more cards. Let's see if we can. Yeah, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. I knew I should take that. The Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Wands again. So double down on the 8 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. With the 9 of Cups is good timing, success. It's a lucky card in the deck. It's you got to hop on the wheel. You got to make the choice. It's destiny. It's like a destiny. It's a golden opportunity to grab the destiny, the wheel of destiny, and move forward. And the 8 of Wands again, long distance. This is like heading in new directions. Swift, quick news, moving forward. You're going to feel unstuck. You have to jump on that wheel. And that card now, this is twice. So the universe is doubling down on that for you. Scorpio, you just have to get out of your own head and pay attention to your intuition and hop on the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, what a great read. And you know, coming out of the pandemic, I see this, people are like, how do I recover? And this is it could be a lot of angst for some of you who have already been in business for a while. It might be for a small group of you, but that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Yeah, strategize, a new strategic plan. So this is results are not coming fast enough. You need a solid step-by-step strategy in place that takes the guesswork out of growing your business. Here's my message on strategic plans. You know where you are today. You know where you want to go. So let's say you're at $10,000 in sales a year and you want to go to 100,000. If you can't figure out the steps going forward to 100, work the steps backward, reverse engineer. What would it take to get to 90? What would it take to get to 80? What will it take to get to 70? And work backwards. And then this way you have a plan, you have a timeline, you know what it's going to take. Publicize. Stop sitting behind your computer, get publicity for your brand, be bold and visible. You have to be bold to be the rock star. You just have to overcome your insecurities and just be bold and make it happen. And then you'll book clients. Focus on booking your calendar with enough customers to reach your monthly income goal. And that gets back to the strategic plan. How many customers does it take for 90? How many does it take for 80? How many does it take for 70? Whatever that number is, it doesn't matter how many zeros you add to it. You have to know how many customers does it take to get to that number. I hope this reading resonates with you, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me, and come back again. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.